I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt once again. We're about to another video. There's another request, paid request, this time from MegaPorkChopExpress. Thank you so much for that. If anyone's ever interested in requesting any other type of videos, or reviews, or topics, or lists, or pretty much anything, feel free. You just send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now this is for an episode of a show called Top Gear. In particular, it's a 12th season episode called the Vietnam Special. And I've heard of Top Gear, but I'd never seen an episode before. It is a British show dealing with certain vehicles, certain cars, I guess certain challenges that are made within those parameters. For a while, I guess Chris Evans, but not the Chris Evans I was thinking of. I'm like, Chris Evans from... No, this is a different guy named Chris Evans. I guess he hosted the show. I think also Matt LeBlanc from Friends. He was on the show for a bit. They're not part of this, but you know, look up some info on it. And watching this, based on this episode, it was interesting. Like an interesting travelogue where you get to see Vietnam through, I don't want to say a tourist's eyes, but the idea behind this is they're in Vietnam, these three guys, British men, who... There's not really a lot of car stuff there. It's just too much. That cars are still... I wouldn't say it's still a new thing, but new enough that it's very expensive. So they can't afford it, but they have bikes there. They each get a different type of bike. One who's not really into bikes, he gets a scooter. And then they'll go about 1,000 miles from South Vietnam to North Vietnam in these bikes. It kind of shows their travel from A to B. Now, of course, when you watch this stuff, there's always that part that goes, well, what's real and what's not? What's staged and what's not? So that's the thing about watching these reality shows, is how much reality is in it. So there's always that doubt in your head. Just throughout it, they buy each other gifts. One, they buy this big fucking boat that he's got to put behind his bike. It pretty much shows their travels. And it's about an hour and change, the episode, the special. So they're going up. And they stop by, like, the American War Museum. They stop by places to relax. And you do get a great sense of the scenery of Vietnam. Beautiful, beautiful scenery. I don't know if anyone who watches my videos is from Vietnam. If so, please do. I'd love to say hi. It looks like beautiful scenery. Gorgeous scenery. In particular, I liked when the three were riding at night and they showed the real lightning in the clouds. Why is that impressive? I don't know, just It's not something you see a lot in movies, let alone in a show, where the real, because it's not light, you have to capture it at the right time, and that's why you probably would see it more likely in this type of thing where it's happening in real time and you just get it. It just looks cool. You see the lightning in the clouds and illuminating the clouds within it. Just a great visual to have for your show. I thought it was nice that they captured that on film. And the three hosts are fairly dry, that British dry humor. And I wouldn't say I loved it because it was a bit too dry with the humor, but what can I say? I'm a redneck American. But if it was someone like Matt LeBlanc or someone with them, I think that would have been cool or cooler for me. But they weren't bad hosts or anything. Obviously, the one I liked the most, I forget his name, but he's the guy who was stuck with the scooter, who's not really into bikes. At one point near the end, he fucking crashes, which I guess was real, because I didn't mean to laugh. I don't know, it's not funny, but he's talking, and the camera's on him, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, and he falls on the ground, he slides on the ground, the camera slides. A great shot. Obviously not done on purpose, because he fucked up his elbow. And for a minute, I'm like, was this real or was this staged? If it was staged, it hurt like a motherfucker. It looked good. So I'm guessing it was for real. But then, the strange thing is, no one really talks about it. You fell down? You got hurt? Yeah, I heard I did it. Like, there was no actual conversation about it afterward. That's why it made me doubt, was this staged? It didn't look staged. So I'm guessing right now it's for real. I just don't understand why the others didn't ask about it. Like, they didn't really go into detail. What happened? You okay? What? There wasn't really a big conversation between the three of them afterward, which I thought was a bit weird. Maybe they thought it wasn't neat, but to me, that's more of the human element that would come out of this travelogue idea. And I'm open to these kind of programs. I mean, I'm a big fan of Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe. In fact, I wish there was a full, complete set of the episodes. I wish more than anything, well, that's a lie. There are about 1,000 things I wish more than anything over that. But I would love a Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe complete collection. There were season sets, but then they didn't have all the episodes, and then they stopped doing it, and then it sucks. So you can't find them all. If someone knows how they did all the episodes of Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe, please let me know. I would happily pay for it. I'd happily do it. Take it or pay. That's what I mean. Discovery Channel. It was successful. Do a complete set. But anyway, going off tangent. But yeah, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. There was one, I forgot what it was. Ken, very nice guy, he asked me to review a few episodes. I forget what it was, but it was when people, they would tape something and they go from point A to point B. For example, someone took a bunch of VHS tapes of Speed and took it from point A to point B. Fine, I forgot what the hell that was called now, that show. But yeah, I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. So this was to see the beautiful scenery, the dry wit of the British guys. I warmed up to. Like I say, you get some beautiful visuals, little bits of humor, like they're taking a Vietnamese driving test. Yeah, what's staged, what's not. I don't know, like this one where it seems staged, where the three of them are taking this Vietnamese, the oral part of the test. The two don't know, but the third one, he's able to speak Vietnamese. He's like, didn't you guys learn? This is Vietnam. Like, you guys didn't try to learn the language? That does feel fairly staged. If it wasn't, then I'm wrong. But, so that's what I mean, like, I prefer more when it's something's not staged or something doesn't feel staged. Like, the more real for me, the better. But, Like I say, it was interesting to watch. And Top Gear, I don't know how all the other episodes are, if they do other dares, because this was sort of a dare to go from point A to point B. If each episode is like that, or it's just completely different, just involves some type of vehicle or some type of vehicles in general, maybe that's the case. But I mean, it was interesting. It was interesting. I'm not a big car deer head guy. If I looked at a car, I couldn't tell you shit. I could barely tell you if it's a car or not. I couldn't tell you shit. Make, model, year, Honda, Ford. I wouldn't know shit about it. Same with motorcycles. I'm illiterate when it comes to that, but it's still fun to see it in movies or in programs. And it went by a good pace. Wasn't boring. And it was interesting. It was interesting. So, if you've seen the show, what are your thoughts on the show? What are your favorite episodes? And give details as to why they are. For anyone out there watching this, feel free, again, list your favorite episodes or your favorite shows, or be my guest. So, thanks for watching. Take care, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.